So if you know me, you know I travel Metro Detroit, the place I love so much. It's been my lifelong home, and I travel it using my stomach. We're covering some of the best restaurants to get dinner at in Northville, Michigan today in this video. Actually, there's so many great places in Northville where we split it up into 3 videos. And if you're new here, we make videos all about the places we love in Metro Detroit, and we're also real estate experts here in Southeast Michigan, not only in Northville, but all of Southeast Michigan. My name is Mike Kern, a local real estate expert, and check out our over 2,000 5-star reviews, and I'd be honored to help your family find their next home and get the best deal possible, or sell your current home for the best price and smoothest sale. All right, so I've broken this list down into a few separate categories over 3 videos, and there is just that much great food in Northville. I have to start with new Bangkok Cuisine on Center Street, about 3 blocks north of Main, but south of Kroger on the opposite side of the road. So I've been going here since high school, and I don't know that I've ever really gotten tired of it. And I'm sorry to say, it's such good Thai food. I haven't ventured to any of the other Thai places in or around Northville either. Comment below on anything I should try and which dishes are your favorite other than Bangkok Cuisine, because if you don't, I'm just gonna keep on going here. So first, let's start with heat levels, and I love spicy food, but check out these descriptions. Hot is a sensational burning fire for the daring and brave, and I feel this one on my forehead between the first and second bite. The description for extra hot is for those willing to go all the way, pitcher of water recommended. That's actually on the menu, and forget about it. I'm not trying that. That's not gonna happen. Now, Pad Thai is the obvious go-to, but I'm gonna encourage you to try their Drunken Noodles. If you're a Thai food fan, you know Drunken Noodles are either amazing, like 5% of the time, like 5% of the places, or they're like just bleh, like 95% of the time. All right, Bangkok Cuisine is in the 5%. The Wagon Wheel. Now, if you rolled your eyes when I said that, you may be a Northvillian, and yes, I just went Jeff Foxworthy on you, but all the same, it's still true. Probably got an eye roll, but stay with me. Originally a grocery building and house built in 1887, it morphed into an inn and then finally into the neighborhood bar that people have come to love, or the place you drive past to get to the Northville car wash if you live off a 6 or 7 mile. Now, this place features 2 kinds of wine. They have red and they have white. Don't even ask for variations. Again, not that kind of place. Okay, now that I set the stage, the pizza here is really truly some of the best in Northville and totally on point. On Fridays, they have a fish fry I have not tried, but the sliders and fries are definitely worth getting as well. I put this one so close to the carryout section because for the last 2 decades, I really haven't spent any time here, but I still pop through for a takeaway pizza. The history, the nostalgia, and the vibe make it a gotta get here at least once kind of place if you live or are moving to the area. Next up on our fantastic food Northville bar section is the Northville Sports Den, and the description is really kind of in the name, right? It's a sports bar in downtown Northville, but a really nice one with super good food. They went through a major update with their space in 2021 and did a great job with the remodel. My go-tos here are the pizza. They also feature 27 beers on tap, and if you go just one time, get the pulled pork sandwich with sweet potato tots. 3 more things I really like about the Northville Sports Den that makes this place a neighborhood staple. First is that they're dog friendly, and they even have water bowls at the ready. They have a huge menu, and for all my vegetarian and vegan friends out there, this place actually has a lot of options. However, instead of saying no to bacon on anything it has, just say like bacon on the side, well done, and I'll take it. I'll just slide it my way. Third, it is a sports bar, and true to its name, it has an actual ton of TVs so you don't miss a game, and there's no fighting over which game is gonna go on and which game is not gonna go on. You're well taken care of here. Also, there's a great room in the back available to rent for company events, FYI, for any of the other small business owners in the area, and this place has served the Perna team well as we've rented out on several occasions during the day for offsite trainings. Now we're gonna keep the train rolling right over to Pool's Tavern, which actually does not have a pool table. Apparently, I'm not allowed to call it Pool's Tavern anymore on a video, even though it will always be Pool's Tavern in my head. Today, we're gonna call it the Exchange Bar and Grill, and it will still always be Pool's to me. That said, I appreciate the renaming going on along with the remodeling. I was one of those Northvillians that kind of like did a little bit of a pushback on it until I realized the history of the name. Exchange came from the name of the Exchange Hotel that was on that site and operated from 1890 to 1936. Actually, after that, it was called Gatsky's Pub, Little Joe's Bar, Smith Tavern, and Pool's, of course. Grant Bidas took over ownership of Pool's in 2020 and redid the interior and redid the menu as well. As much as I like tradition, I mean, all Northvillians do, half of our fairs and festivals and events are literally a tip of the hat at Northville's past. Grant did a great job with the overhaul. Their wraps, especially the balsamic chicken wrap and the French dip, are solid choices. However, this place does actually have the best ribs in town. Like, this is my one singular go-to place for ribs. North Center Brewing Company, you are up next. Located on North Center, and I'll be the first to admit, I'm not a big beer drinker, but these guys are doing a great job trying to change my mind. The French Toast Malone is actually like having French toast in the form of a beer. These guys started North Center back in 2015, and it's been a hit in Northville. In fact, they're distributing beer to resellers because of its popularity. And because not all breweries have great food, I gotta shout this place out as well. The Baja Angus burger is really nicely done with a chipotle lime glaze. Okay, so I haven't tried the pulled pork here yet, but I've seen it a few times, and if it's half as good as it looks, this one's going right at the top of my recommendations list too. Okay, we've made it to the end of the road on the bar food list, and here's another one that doesn't feel quite right here, but doesn't feel quite right in my weekly go-tos. You decide. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's Browndog Barlor. Okay, so these guys started as an artisan ice cream parlor and have definitely earned their spot in history there, no doubt. We dove into that a little bit more on our brunch video here. And then they expanded into a restaurant and bar as well. And frankly, it just works. Before we go any further, I need to mention, they have a Cadbury cream ice cream. We should actually talk about the food, not just the ice cream. The Philly cheesesteak sliders are delicious. These guys do a Nashville hot chicken, and it's actually really good. Like, the last time I was in Nashville, I got 2 different hot chickens because that's where you go to get a hot chicken. This is like Nashville good. Or if you're going for something not that spicy, the truffle fries are super good. And with that, I rest my case. You let me know where you think that this video fits, bar food or cravings. Now that concludes our first of 3 parts of the deep dive into Northville foods, Northville restaurants. Next up, we're gonna be talking about cravings in part 2. And then part 3, where to go if you're feeling kind of fancy, right? Where some of these places are a little more eclectic, some are American food, and many are not. But all hit the spot when I have a craving, or all give me a great reason to dress up, and you know, sometimes it's kind of nice. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified when the video drops, and as always, if your family is looking to make a move anywhere in Metro Detroit, we'd be honored to be interviewed for the job of helping you find your next home or sell your current one. Thank you again, and make it a great day.